The 25th edition of the Prep Pigskin Report hopes to bring a renaissance of superb competition back to East County, San Diego. Tonight's matchup features the San Diego Cavers and the Grossmont Foothillers. The Cavers come into this season looking to flip the script, finishing last year with 4 victories, going 1-4 in league play, and having a minus 66 point differential. Meanwhile, Grossmont, it wasn't much better. They're looking to exercise some of their demons as well this year, coming off a winless 2022 campaign, and were outscored by opponents 418 to 61. A special subplot to this game as Grossmont head coach Anthony Lawrence makes his coaching debut as the youngest coach at 27 years old. He hopes to bring his offensive expertise and from the philosophical ideas of his old head coach, Tommy Carlo. Go fast, practice hard, and run everywhere. Who will get the monkey off their back and get their first win of the year? Time to find out on the PPR Hogcast. How about starting your 2023 campaign off with a bang? Casey Kotcher-Smith to Miles Johnson. Setting up the Cavers deep into Grossmont territory. What a way to start your season right there on this same drive. Third downs are important. Here's a big third down right here. Casey Kotcher-Smith gets tested, rolls to his right, takes a big hit, but able to pick up the clutch first down to set up this scoring play. Miles Johnson with the quarterback sneak to give the Cavers a 7-0 lead. Promising start on the road and to start your season. On the first drive for Grossmont, they respond. Parker Vanderberg says, I'm not just a kicker, I can catch and run too. Takes a little screen pass from Hudson Herber, and then just a nice, easy run by Quentin Johnson. RPO, run people over. That's what the offensive line was doing. Grossmont would get the 2-point conversion and go up 8-7, and then look at this play. Bam! Joshua Ferrara saying hello, and then on this next play, Zealand Reynolds jumps up in the air for the pick. Grossmont would get penalized, but they would still take the ball. That was 1 of 5 times they would take the ball away from the Cavers, but then the Cavers in this first quarter wanted to join in on some fun as D'Angelo Besikoff with this nice little return on the interception. A little spin move right there. Gets tackled by a Grossmont offensive lineman, setting up the very next play on the ensuing drive. He's been scrambling to his right a lot and throwing off his right platform. Look at that. Touchdown right there. Jaden Wade 30 yards out. Casey Kotcher-Smith looking good for the Cavers. And then, next drive for Grossmont, a little nice run by Isaac Aceves, and then Parker Vanderberg. Look at this body control right here. Wow. 14-14, Grossmont would miss the extra point. Parker Vanderberg would miss the extra point. And it would stay tied. And then, we have this little catch, non-catch, up in the air, and then interception by Joshua Ferrara. That was the first of 2 he had tonight. He was all over the map in this game. It's hard not to say his name, getting fired up, pumping up his teammates, and rightfully so. This defense played lights out. That's turnover number 3 going into this video. Grossmont set up their offense really, really well, because look at Hudson Herbert to Cody Bigley. Look at him drive his legs all the way into the end zone to end the half. Grossmont 22-14 to end the half. The Cavers looking to respond. Rolling to his right. A little catch right there by Adrian Zapata with a nice little diving catch. Again, Kotcher-Smith rolling to his right. Then as he does a little scramble, puts a defender on ice skates a little bit, outruns another defender, and then hops out of bounds. But unfortunately, that same drive, San Diego would not convert on 4th down, and Grossmont would lead to this touchdown reception right here by Cody Bigley. Right there, that was his second. That put up Grossmont 28-14. Things are getting out of hand. late in the game, third quarter. Hudson Herbert, wide open. Parker Vanderberg, just absolutely busted coverage right there by the Cavers. 34-14, and that score will hold. That ended up being your final. This was the icing on the cake right here. Casey Kotcher-Smith gets picked off by Joshua Ferrara. That's his second of the game. Grossmont with their first win in almost 2 years. Last win was November 5th, 2021.
But you had 2 of the 5 turnovers Grossmont forced defensively. What does that say about your unit's preparation throughout the week?
We prepared for this game. We watched a lot of film going into this. We knew what to expect, and we started off slow, but we got up to it and we delivered.
I know this means a lot to your new head coach, Anthony Lawrence, but what does this mean to you guys to get that first win for him?
Man, we came off a really upsetting year last year, and we've just been grinding all offseason and staying quiet. We knew going into this we were the underdogs, so we knew we had nothing to lose. So we just went out there and played our hearts out, and everybody did their job, and that's the only reason we got the win, the team.
You caught 2 of the 5 offensive touchdowns. What's to say about this unit going fast and scoring points?
All we've been working on is playing fast and scoring points. That's all I can say, honestly.
What did you see out there tonight that allowed you to expose this Cavers defense?
We watched a lot of film. I mean, we studied them, saw what their corners were doing, and just played off of that.
The opening of the 2023 campaign is officially in the books as San Diego will go back home to host Westview while Grossmont will stay here for week 2 to host Olympian. Thank you for tuning in to this Hogcast live from Grossmont. This is Jacob Morgan saying good night.